going on, everyone? This is Marquand, and I'm your host with Talks with the Wallow. So, on today's episode, we have a special guest, our brother.
Yes, I am.
Childhood best friend.
Yes, I am.
Producer.
Yes, I am.
Arthur.
Arthur? Am I Arthur?
No, not Arthur.
No,
Artist.
yeah. Arthur, artist.
You might.
Yeah, I definitely can write a book about the life that I've lived. I've been living and currently am living. Where I lived. Whatever. Y'all know the story. But yeah, I'm your brother first.
Yep.
I'm a friend second. I'm an artist. I'm like I said, I'm a brother to a lot of people. A best friend to a lot of people. A godfather, an uncle, a beautiful man. I mean, I can keep going on, but let's get back there. Well rounded.
You know, before we get started, how was your day? You know, we're gonna start with that.
Yeah, day was good, man. I definitely was prepared to come here today. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as soon as you told me you was gonna do this, matter of fact, I text you. We text each other. And I was like, listen, I feel like I really should be the first guest because I feel like I got a lot that I can, bring to this situation. So yeah.
I also thought about that too because I'm like, all right, well, he knew me from a lot of different aspects of my life.
Yeah.
And he has a lot that he can talk about on this podcast. So
right.
I feel like, let's have him here.
So I was excited to do that. And then, like I said, I made me some turkey sausage, scrambled eggs.
Okay.
I watched a little bit of Martin, a little bit of Sopranos, and Pornhub. I was on Pornhub early. I didn't do nothing though. I was just watching it for the sport. I ain't gonna tell y'all what category though. Ebony, huh?
The sport.
Yeah. I just watch that. Sometimes you gotta watch one for the sport just to see. Like, okay, who's new out there? You know what I'm saying? Try to see something clap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly just like that.
Oh.
But yeah, so my day was like, with that.
We dripping on
Dripping.
We drinking on. Had a couple drinks already. We drinking on a little what's that over there?
We got DeLeon. This is DeLeon.
And bartender, so I made a nice little pitcher with some lemonade and strawberry lemonade.
And what that is, I don't know if he's not gonna tell y'all, but I call this drink a summer night. I call this drink a summer night. DeLeon and lemonade with a little bit of mix up the strawberry lemonade. I call that summer night. Summer night is also in all the DSPs. You know what I mean? Summer night, artist nighttime. That is me. Summer night just came out September the 17th, I believe. Mm-hmm. And so go please stream that. It's on YouTube, whatever. Follow me on YouTube too. Put something on the bottom. Where you see my face, put my thing. I need all my information right there, so they know to follow me because it's all up. Yes.
For those who don't know, me and Dwayne go way back.
Yeah.
Since 7th grade.
Yeah.
And we old as hell now. We some old men.
Hey, brother, don't speak for yourself. Why are you talking about? What are you talking? Okay, you know what? Before we do any type of podcasting, let's just take this shot. Listen, I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is what he does. Look, this is a shot glass with titties on him. And he gave it to me personally. I'm gonna probably steal this
because he a little freak.
Yeah. But look, yeah. Shout out to this podcast. Oh look, I gotta pick a toast. That's what it is.
First interviewee. I had
first interview. So I want everybody to know we probably had. I don't know how many people gonna watch this. Whether it's 6 or 17, but this is a start.
700.
Or 700. No, we ain't talking about hundreds. We talk about the first couple people that's gonna look at this. It's gonna start at 6, 17, whatever like that. But this is for the 6. I was the first. You know what I'm saying? For the 6 people that's watching now. For the 6 million people that's gonna be watching it in their future. I am the best at what he's about to. Everything we about to talk about, I'm going to be the best. Nobody is going to be able to tell stories like I tell stories. Nobody's going to be able to stories. Yeah, I know. And I'm being very humble, but y'all can't fuck with me. So yeah, this is for your first interview and your new podcast, my brother. Titty spicy. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Now, what you about to say? You about to say something? He gotta collect himself. He a smoker, yo.
Oh, I get together.
He a smoker, yeah.
All right. So, like I said, we go way back since 7th grade.
Right.
And Dwayne and another friend. You know, we ain't gonna speak.
He ain't here, so we ain't gonna speak on his name.
He might do something with him one day. He a little rowdy, but I mean,
he's alright.
He alright. We can make it work.
I love him. Shout out to him. I'll be babysitting his kids after this.
Oh
yeah, I told you I was an uncle. Go ahead. Yeah.
We're gonna see about that. But
nah, go ahead.
So yeah, we go way back, and when I moved from Millville, New Jersey, back to Bristol, New Jersey, because I was born and raised, like I said, in Bristol, but I did have a little segment while I was out there for a couple years in Millville. They were my first friends, basically. They brought me in. Yeah. Really, my other friend that's not here, he took me in first, and then the way he came along after.
Yeah. So what happened? Well, I guess I'm gonna just tell you how we even got to meet.
Right.
So, a lot of people that know me, they'll probably associate me with the city of Bristol. Excuse me. But I'm not from Bristol originally. I was born in Cape May, so I wasn't born in Bristol. I moved to Bristol. Like I said, I was born in Cape May. I was born at Burnett Tomlin Hospital in Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey. Right off of Route 9, right across the street from the McDonald's, and it used to be called the Courthouse Convalescent Center. Don't ask me how to spell convalescent because I don't remember, right? So I was born there, and my mother lived in, I believe she lived in Ocean City at the time. So I was born in Cape May Courthouse, but my mom had me while they were living in Ocean City.
Okay.
So when I was born there, whatever, I was living in Ocean City, and then I moved a lot when I was a child. So I almost lived in every county in South Jersey. By the time I moved to Bristol, New Jersey, and when we moved to Bristol, I actually went to Bristol. We moved to Bristol, but I actually went to Millville too. I was actually living in Millville. I was living on 4th and Florence. Yeah, I got my first.
Yeah, I was on 2nd Street. I was on 2nd.
You was on 2nd? Yeah, I was on 4th and Florence or whatever. I had, I ain't gonna say this girl's name, but there was a girl I used to like. It was crazy. Boy,
she was like, what? How old you was? Like 9?
I was 6th grade. I was in 6th grade at this time.
Yeah.
So I was. How old are you in 6th grade? 10, 11? No, 11 going on 12.
Yeah.
11 going on 12, I believe. And there's this girl out there. I ain't gonna say her name because she probably got 17 kids now because she was fast. She I'm just gonna tell her, I can keep it real. She was fast, and I wanted to. Yeah, I was gonna try to slow her down. I'll try to hop on it. yeah. She was fast. Everybody else was getting it. I get a little peak, little freak. But
change her, but
I ain't gonna change her. I just want to get what I got coming to me. But so there was a girl there, and I was cool with her cousin, and so 4th of Florence. Cool with her cousin, whatever. Make a long story short, they found out that I was trying to get with her. They tried to fight me and whatever. I lost.
Oh.
Yeah, I lost.
You lost the fight?
No, I lost because I didn't show up. These niggas showed up. Yeah, they thought I was coming. No, I'm not fighting over those, what's the name that don't belong to me? Nah, so I didn't show up. And then after that, going to school was hard. And then, we ended up moving to Bristol the middle of 6th grade year. And that's when I think 6th grade year I was living there, and then my 6th grade year was horrible. I got a whole different story about that, but we're gonna speed it up. And then I met you 7th grade.
Yeah, 7th, because that's when I moved back.
Yeah,
in the middle of 7th grade, I came to Bristol. I still remember my outfit. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. What you had on?
I had
a big ass jacket, maybe.
Nah. I came back for. I definitely had some fresh butters on. I knew that. Yeah. It was because it was like the middle, so it was probably a little cold outside. I remember that.
Okay.
I think I had like this jean outfit on. I forgot what type of shirt I had underneath, but you know me, you'll
put some.
I try to throw some stuff on.
Yeah.
But that was 7th grade. Yeah.
And I think, but me and you ain't become friends until 8th grade, going into 9th grade.
I think so.
That's when we came. You keep mentioning that man. You mentioned that boy name. We done said that we're not gonna mention.
We gonna mention
his name.
And the other guy.
Our other friend.
The other friend.
Yeah. So that's a funny story. So I was living on a side of town. They call it the North Side. Anybody that's not from Bristol, it's called the North Side. So I was living on Pearl Street, and me and Trell became friends because we had a mutual friend. You already said his name, so I can say it. So me and Trell became friends because we had a mutual friend. We had a mutual friend in common, and that friend and Trell was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So then me and Trell became cool off of like, you know, them, and then we was all, me and him and the other dude was hanging out, and Trell used to come to my house all the time. This nigga used to have, damn, I don't want to do this because he said his name, man. But I gotta say this because he gonna know this is the truth. That I don't care what nobody says about him. He's very talented. He had a bike that was broken. The handlebars were loose.
Okay.
So it was switched this way, like it wasn't staying on the bike. I'm telling you, this is true. Yeah. This boy used to learn. He knew how to ride that bike all the way from the hill to the north side. Yes, and anybody knows how far the hill on the north side is. Literally probably a mile or some change. Mm-hmm. But he would ride that bike all the way to the north side. And me and him used to start hanging out. And then when I finally moved to the hill, which is another part of Bristol. When I finally moved to the hill, that's when me and him got close.
Right.
And then that's when he tried to talk to your sister.
Oh God.
And then I ain't gonna say her name because you know I don't want nobody to speculate what sister I'm talking about.
Right.
But you know because I'm drunk
for him, but we ain't gonna.
Yeah.
That was back in
the day, and we was all young and innocent. You know what I'm saying? But he was trying to talk to your sister.
Well, people who know, they know.
They know. Yeah. People that know, they know. But he was trying to talk to your sister, and he used to bring me to like go and try to ask her out. And she used to say no, but he was like, I think after he would go there to ask for you. You'll come to the door, and they'll ask you for the sister.
Right.
You keep saying names.
Alright, anyway. It was them two.
But that's exactly what happened.
It was them two.
Okay. So yeah, that's what happened. He would ask for his sister.
My sister. Y'all probably didn't hear. Maybe y'all didn't hear.
Yeah. No, they heard that shit. but he would ask for his sister, and when she finally said yes, that's when we all became a family. Me, you, and him, because we was all hanging together real tight.
And it wasn't too bad. And I did trust our friend. Yeah. With my sister.
We gonna call him our friend now.
I guess we already put him out there. But I trusted him with my sister, so I kind of, it was alright.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's how we became. That's how I met you. It was through that, and then like I said, it was always, I always looked at it like you and Trell was cool, and I was like the third wheel. Y'all was cool and doing your thing, and then when we got to high school.
High school.
That's when it was like, it was a change of the game changed up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like me and you had like 9th grade year we was all riding. We was riding together, and then 10th grade year we ride. Like we did a lot of things in high school together and whatever like that. We was always cool throughout the whole time. So
right, and then we all did track together.
We did track together 11th grade year.
I was on the hurdles.
You was on the hurdles. I was doing shot put. Never placed. I was horrible. I only really
He tried though. He tried.
I know. I did try.
He was out there.
I tried. The only reason why I did shot put. This is even the only reason why I did the track. Because I tried out for football.
Oh, I didn't even know you tried
Oh man, listen, man, it was horrible. Listen, I don't tell people about this. I tried out for football our 9th grade year. You know what I mean? I was, I'm not gonna say I was lazy. I was very insecure.
Okay.
I had confidence issues. And I didn't,
You all did too. I had them too.
Yeah, no, but mine was real bad. It would stop me from doing things. Oh, yeah. So I tried to play football, and I ended up quitting. You gonna get you probably don't know. People that know me know the story, but I ended up quitting football, and I remember I didn't even quit properly. I literally just never showed up. I never showed up again.
Oh, yes.
I just left and never came back. So what happened was I had left my cleats with the coach. I ain't gonna say the coach's name, but I had left my cleats with the coach, and I finally, football starts summertime.
Right. Yep.
I didn't get to my cleats until like probably the middle of fall, going into school. So I was scared to go even look. I was scared to even look this man in his eyes. I remember one time when he said, "Yo, you still gotta get your cleats." I'm like, "I'm gonna come get them," and I came to go get my cleats. And I'm like, yo, I'm over here making excuses because I know why I quit. I quit because I was scared to fail. Okay, yeah. So I came to go get my cleats. I'm like, I told him, I said, I'm getting my cleats now, but I'm gonna come out next year. I just couldn't do it this year. And he said, yeah, that's what all the quitters say.
Oh wow.
Man, when he said that, my heart dropped to my ass.
Well, maybe if you probably would have talked to him before, and then you know.
Nah, but the fact that I quit, it wasn't even like how I quit. The fact that I even thought to quit, he called me a quitter.
Yeah.
So I had a chip on my shoulder after that, and I'll try to redeem myself with trap. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, I don't care if I don't place. I don't care if I don't ain't nobody. I'm not leaving here a quitter. And I did my thing. I thugged it out. I got a little plaque for it too.
Yeah, we got a little plaque.
Yeah. No, y'all was actually working. I didn't work for my plaque, baby.
Hold on. I didn't know they gave.
Yeah, they gave me one.
Everybody.
Yeah. No, everybody didn't get one. Everybody.
How did you get one then?
I got one because I stayed the course. I didn't place. I didn't do nothing, but they gave me a plaque because they said they admired my dedication to the team.
Okay, actually, I do remember this.
They said they admired my dedication to the team, and it was like, you know, anybody else would have just left when they didn't place. Because you remember when you didn't place, everybody that did place would still go on the road and do their thing. I was still on that bus. I was still on that bus holding y'all down and whatever, British t-shirts and everything. So he was like, yo, and as a coach that I don't know if you remember because he went through a lot of kids, but he the one that told me like, oh, I appreciate you even doing this because anybody else that went in the place wouldn't even stayed this long. And he was like, I see that dedication. I like the fact that you supporting. And that right there redeemed me for the rest of my life. I was like, I'm good. I ain't no quitter. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my man that did that. I ain't gonna say his name, but shout out for you to doing that. Yeah.
Do you remember? So you remember around that time? You remember when we were a little deep.
Shit, he going right to it. Okay.
You remember my coming out story?
Oh yeah. I remember your coming out story. Yeah. I had my own story for that.
Right.
But you tell me how your story go. Yeah.
All right. So this was bad. Like you said, around track time in high school.
Right.
11th grade. It was hard because I knew about myself for a long time, but I just always played this role, you know, I don't know, like I always been masculine. That's just me.
Yeah.
But so I just go on with that and just go with that role. But I ain't never come out, you know, as gay. I just never like dated. I dated a couple girls here, and I ain't gonna bring them up.
There was one girl that he had. One girl that he had, and I could not understand, but I understand now. Go ahead.
And so yeah, around that time, I was still trying to find myself.
Yeah.
Like probably any other kid, but it just was different because I ain't come out to anybody. Nobody knew nothing about me.
Yeah.
They did, like, you know, here and there, but it's crazy because I was kind of talking to somebody, but it wasn't in school. It was like somebody else school. It was like older than me. It was like a little weird.
He was nasty. Oh,
that's it was a little weird, but
he's nasty.
So that was like that. So I ain't really like mess around, so nobody know anything. And you know, I had my straight best friends.
Yeah.
Dwayne and our other friend.
And we said his name.
But
already.
Yeah. So y'all heard, you know, y'all heard it. And then I just I didn't tell my mom. Like my mom, she probably had something. She did. I'm pretty sure she did have, you know, she thought something.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Because I'll tell you after I told her.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So after it just was, I guess, a time when I was like, all right, this is me. Like, I tried this out, tried dating females. Like, they ain't work. Like, I know what I like. And I told them to first, I trusted them a lot. And even if it didn't go the way I wanted to, like, them still be my brothers. Like,
yeah.
I knew, like, they wouldn't, you know, bash me or anything. So, after I told them, I had the courage to tell my mom. But I do remember a conversation called Dwayne, and he was like, bro, you good? Like, that's it? That's all you gotta tell me?
Yeah.
Like, we good.
Yeah. When you actually told me, I'm gonna say this, when you actually told me, I already knew. So I had knew probably, I feel like, I want to say a year before or a couple months before. I know,
Damn.
You know, yeah, but the time was crazy. I ain't gonna say I knew. Somebody had gave me information. Somebody gave me information that you might have been. And they said you was, but it was like, to me, it was, I wasn't believing it because they ain't had what's name. But what happened was, we used to come to your house the same house that, you know, our friend would go to try to talk to his sister.
Right.
We used to, you know, every time we would go there, he would be there. You know what I'm saying? So around this time, when he came out, we used to go to his house and try to go find him. And his mom used to come to the door like, no, he left. He was so-and-so. So me and our other friend like, oh, I don't know so-and-so. Who's so-and-so?
Right.
So I didn't even know this dude, right? So she like, oh, yeah, he left for so-and-so. All right, cool. But he never say nothing. So boom, he come back. I don't even think we even asked you who he was.
No, I don't really think.
It wasn't even like that. So it was just like we just figured that you was out doing your thing. So, what actually happened was somebody told our other friend, and you told him first, cause the dude that told him, y'all was together. Y'all not together like y'all was dating, but y'all told him together. Do you remember that or no?
Hold on.
I don't want to say his name, but whoever told our other friend, you confirmed it.
Oh, okay.
Through him. So it was like, and our other friend was like, oh, word, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. So at this point, our other friend tells me.
Yeah.
So I don't get the news until probably like 2 months after. Like I feel like we out of school. I mean, it's summertime because I know I'm down there. I'm down Cape May with my cousin. Yeah. So you call me. And I'm already knowing, just like I said, I had already had information from somebody else before our friend told me. So when you told me, it was just like I was like, nah, you good. Like, that's it.
Well, you're like, that's all.
That's it. I'm like, that's it. It's cool, you know what I mean? And then, but what happened was, I said, why you ain't tell us early? I'm like, why you ain't been tell us?
Oh, yeah.
And then you said you didn't want to tell us because the jokes that I was making. At the time. So anybody that knows me from the time we was, from the time I was like probably like 10, 11 years old. No, I ain't going to say 10, 11 because I was good then. But 11, 12, 13, I was horrible. I used to, everything that I couldn't understand, anything that did not make sense was gay. Like, it was gay. So I used to say, like, if a dude couldn't read, I'm like, oh, that nigga gay. Like, he gay, yo. And I would always say it. It was a joke for me, and I was very ignorant, but I was innocent in my ignorance. A lot of people don't understand when you're a child, and I was just thinking the closest thing the only thing that was funny to me was saying that. Right. But I didn't never realize that, feelings get attached to the words I was using. So even though I was using that to be funny, it was hurting somebody else's feelings, me not knowing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. You was like, you and your jokes and whatever like that. So I'm like, oh damn, I know I ain't do my band dirty like that.
Because I'm not so much of a emotional person, so it didn't really get to me. I don't show it, but like when he asked that, it was like, well, I really couldn't come out to you when you said that. Like I don't really know how you, I guess, felt about it at the time. Yeah. So, but then after everything came out, everything was cool. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was cool on the surface. On the surface. On the surface. I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? No, because you know the story. I'm gonna just bring it back to the people that don't know. Yeah, you're right. So what happened was when he came out, I was cool. I'm like, all right, cool. Who else know? And once I realized everybody else didn't know, I felt good. I'm all right, cool. Nobody else know. He's just gonna keep this a secret between us and the family, and then we all gonna graduate together, and then he gonna just pop up with a husband, right? Half and the clothes half out, right? Right. So then when you came out, like when everybody knew, yeah, that's when at least I did. I mean, no offense to my community, LGBTQ. Mm-hmm. No offense to y'all, but at least I ain't come out, I ain't come out wild, and then y'all. No. What happened was you came out the right way. Well, I don't know how I don't know the right way to come out. right. Because they be out there canceling. We just started, so don't even listen to us. But I don't know how you can come out, but I feel like you came out the purest way you could have. Yeah. It was just you came out your way. It was just when everybody else found out. I was nervous because, like I said, I'm still insecure. I'm still. You gonna borrow a shot? So, I'm talking to y'all. Then I'm still insecure. I'm still, I'm still trying to figure out where my place is in the world, as well as him. So I'm still trying to figure out how I'm about to make my life happen. And when he came out, I just didn't understand how to be there for him as a friend. So on the surface, I was like,
interrupting you, Rob?
My bad, guys. Hold on, my bad.
So on the surface, I'm acting like it's all cool. Like, all right, we good. But then when I found out everybody else knew, I got nervous because I'm so insecure, like I just said. And I'm like, damn, I don't want nobody thinking I'm gay because I'm hanging with them. So then I pulled back a little bit. So I wasn't coming to as many functions that he was doing. I wasn't taking as many pictures as we would be together as a 3-man group that we was. So to me, I felt like, I was a coward in that situation. I felt like as a friend, as a brother, I wasn't doing my best to be there for my brother. Because your life was your life. That had nothing to do with me. Right. But back then in high school and stuff, I'm still thinking that everybody cared about.
High school was different. We're still kids.
Yeah, we still kids. So I'm like, damn, I don't want nobody to think I'm gay. I'm still trying to get pussy for real. Right. There's some pussy I still need to get. There's a couple of y'all, but I ain't gonna talk about that. God bless. But yeah, I was still trying to do that. So I felt like as a brother, I failed you in those times. And I think me and you had a conversation. No, I don't think I know. Yeah, me and you had a conversation when we were adults, and I apologized to you.
We had like a little deep heart to heart too.
That was a heart to heart, yeah. When I get to drinking, I get real sentimental.
Yeah, it was a heart to talk for a while, but like to me, since like me, I'm like really open minded, and I know like I understand like at that time it was hard for me to even come out, so I understood like coming out and putting other people, like, especially having straight friends at that time, like, putting them in that, position to be like, damn, like, all right, I know how things look, like, it is what it is, how humans see stuff, like, but, so I understood everything, like, he was telling me back then, but I didn't even know that, like, he did a good job.
Hiding them. I'm a great actor. That's why we forgot to put that on my resume. I'm a great actor, too. Yeah, I was a foul nigga, though, but I was a great actor. Yeah, go ahead, though.
Great actor. But, so, I appreciate that, like, coming forward, talking, saying that.
Yeah, because I felt like shit, man. Like, I felt like the least I could have did was literally just show some type of integrity. That's the least I could have did. Was like, nigga, I'm standing on something. That's my brother. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Because it wasn't like being gay was a bad thing. It was just, it wasn't normal. Right. It wasn't normalized. I'm gonna say that. Right. It wasn't normal for people, so it's still being looked at. It was still being looked at as like a.
Yeah, I think that was 11 years ago now.
Yeah. Crazy. So it was a while. It was a minute.
A while ago. And it still.
Was it 11?
Was it 11 years?
9.
12.
About 13, 14 years. 13, 14. That 13, 14 right there.
Damn. Damn. So you gotta think that too. And we were in high school at that time. So, and it's crazy because around that time, like, how I kind of did start coming out too because I'm definitely not gonna put this name out, but y'all probably heard that, like, I was supposedly, like, talking to somebody.
Or
whatever. So that came out in school, too. And he wanted to fight me. And
it was crazy. It was crazy.
I didn't mean for it to be like that. I told one person. It was supposed to be, it was a girl. It was supposed to be my best friend. It went around.
Was this on the bus?
On the bus, something happened on the bus. That's when we all first heard it, I think, when somebody brought it up.
No, but I'm saying the dude that you was talking
I thought it was on the bus going to a track meet. Or what you talk? Wait, what you talk?
Oh, I'm thinking about something else. I don't want to say nobody's name because I don't know if everybody else out.
It wasn't nobody that we did.
That we knew. I knew.
Nobody was close. Nah, it was nobody I was close with.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm cool.
It was just like, I'll tell you afterwards.
No, but there was because I remember there was a bus incident. Do you remember the bus incident? And somebody was arguing on the bus. And we was all, me, you.
Wait, I was arguing on the bus.
You was arguing on the bus. I don't want to say the person's name.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just explain. So y'all was on the bus, y'all was arguing. Now at this time we don't know. We don't know that, we know
Which bus ride is it? Is this a bus going to like this track or is it actually
this home? This home.
Going home.
This before track. I didn't even do track yet. Track was 12th grade. We talking 11th. Maybe 10th.
Okay.
Maybe 10th. I don't know when you really. When did you come out? Do you remember?
It was around like 11. It was around that time. Like start stuff like you.
No. It had to be 10th.
It was like 10th, 11th. It was in between
those years. The reason why I know it was 10th is because I had a job my whole 11th grade year, and I didn't have to go to work that day. I was working at Acme.
Oh, Acme.
So I didn't have to work that day. Yeah, I was poor when you came out. I was very poor. Oh. So I know for a fact, I was poor. And we had to wait. I'm going to tell you about the bus incident. You had an argument with somebody that was on the bus.
Because I'm trying to remember.
You had an argument with somebody that was on the bus. And this before you came out, though. So we don't know nothing. And I remember, mind you, I told you ain't come out yet, but somebody already told me that they had an inkling that he might have been. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm like, so we on the bus. It's me, you, and our other friend. Okay. We all on the bus. And then you and old boy start going at it. But usually when I see two dudes go at it, you know when somebody about to hit somebody. Like I knew, I'm like, they about to fight, right? I didn't see this time. This looked like somebody was jealous.
Okay.
Yeah. This looked like somebody was mad.
Oh, I do remember this.
Somebody was mad about something.
But you know what's
and I felt like they was trying. They knew what you knew, what we didn't know. They knew that, and they was trying to threaten you with their words, with how they was gonna let it be known.
I do remember now.
And they threatened us with their brother. Their brother, we was on New Street, and because their brother used to deal with somebody that used to live around you. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So they was, I'm about to get my brother. Their brother came through there. He ain't do nothing. He was just letting it slide. But at that moment, I remember telling my other friend, I'm like, oh, hold up, I think this something else going on. This ain't.
And you know what's crazy, because that same person, you know, I ain't gonna bring it up. The name, because I don't want no problem.
Right. It's all love now.
It's all love. I mean, but
you good.
Yeah. That same person, like, still, like, not till this day, but it's like weird like that. But it just was always, even when, like, I'm gonna bring up my other friend. I could bring you in. My other best friend. Like, even with our like friendship, like. He was always like jealous.
That's the one I'm talking about. Because I think that's where they was going with it. That's where he was going with it that day.
Me and him are still cool to this day. Like I've been friends with him as long as, like you said, like I started going out and doing my own thing. Right. That's the person I was going with. Yeah. And that person was mad because he did know him before me, but I'm gonna put the boy is crazy. So he just, I don't know. I really don't know. But he was just really jealous, and he was just always trying to start little stuff.
Yeah.
I don't remember because I was the only person I was like arguing, but the only person I was arguing. You know, we actually fought.
I didn't know you fought.
I told you that.
I know you won though. Hold on, did you pour me another shot?
Yeah, let's take these shots because we ain't gonna get into that.
Alright, cool.
Y'all know me. I ain't an aggressor or nothing, but that was back in my teenage years too.
This is for you.
Shot.
Yeah, well, you made the toast this time because I felt like I made the last toast.
I mean, shit. This is to. I don't know. My podcast, friendships, and prosperity.
Prosperity, yeah. He made it very generic. But yeah, so I remember that time. That was a crazy time. But yeah, man, but once you came out, I felt like everything was. You did your thing, and I was doing my thing. We was all doing our thing. But we always found time. Yeah, but we always found time to be good with each other. Be cool with each other.
Like it's. If you think a lot of people still don't have their friends from like middle or what was it? Middle school.
Yeah, none of us got rich yet. As soon as I get rich, I'm leaving this.
I'm telling you, we're on our way up there.
As soon as I get rich, I'm telling you right now. As soon as I get rich, overnight T-shirts coming to a store near you. The store is me. If you can see, we got overnight T-shirts on. Yes, this is my. I'm not gonna say a clothing line. This is my T-shirt brand. Mm-hmm. So with this shirt, I'm sorry to put you. This is a commercial break.
He's gonna take over.
So listen, with this shirt, I went through 50 samples of T-shirts to go off. So this ain't your Fruit of the Loom. This ain't your Hanes. This ain't your Jersey shirts. None of that. This is I got this a high quality. I call it high quality T-shirts. Okay, these are gonna come to a store near you, and the store is at me. I'm the store.
Let me tell y'all. Yeah, this is my first time wearing.
Yeah, you wearing my stuff.
Yes. The quality is pristine.
Pristine. See, you using big words. That's how you know it's real.
Because I'm really big on like clothing and texture. Like with me, like I know it's a good quality because this real shit too. Because I haven't tell you about. I haven't tell you how I feel yet.
Nah, you did. Like, you just put it on. I ain't know. Yeah.
So with me, like how I'm real picky with T-shirts a lot because I hate like if the neck flares out a little bit. I don't know why, but I hate when it flare out. Even just like
a little bit. Yeah, them old shirts like what's that? Yeah, them old shirts be doing that.
And I don't really like that. And then me, I know I got a small frame and stuff too. And you know I got a little thin neck. So, all right, yeah, not too much. So I got.
Good said not too much. I ain't gonna tell y'all what they used to call that boy.
You ain't even gonna. Now he about to.
No, I'm good. No. I need the promotion.
Yeah, he need it. So I like how it snugs my neck a little bit, and I like this is a medium. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all before he tell y'all. This is a no shrink.
No shrink. It doesn't shrink. Right? It does not shrink. Okay, so when you could dry it, it's not going to shrink. It does not fade. Okay. Yeah. Now some of y'all that be putting y'all clothes when y'all put them in the dryer, y'all put them on hell because you got medium. What you got? Press, whatever, medium, and then there's hell. Air too. When you put it on hell, it's not going to fade, baby. Wow. So like I said, 50 samples I went through. 50. I'm not trying to sell y'all nothing, but it's for sale.
Oh yeah. Well, since we on the topic of that,
yes.
How did you even get started with it? Like, what greatness takes time. Like, where did you get that from?
Oh, damn, that's a great question.
Yeah, because I mean, they're gonna ask, because the shirt is right there.
So I'm gonna tell you one thing about this, right? So I feel like the overnight shirt started with literally just me promoting an EP that I had out. It was called Overnight, and like he told y'all earlier, I do music. So yes, again, Nighttime is my artist name is KNIGHTIME. Okay. Together, right? So, and yeah, on Instagram is Nighttime92 on Instagram. And anybody that ever knows me, y'all know how to get to me, right? So what happened was I started out with an EP called Overnight. And when I made the song, when I made the EP Overnight, the reason why I named it Overnight was because a lot of people didn't know I rap. A lot of people didn't know that I made music.
But they didn't tell me until
I told y'all. I told y'all. No, but I told you in high school.
Oh yeah. No, you did. You was doing a little bit.
Yeah, I was doing a little bit of stuff here and there, but nobody really knew that I was actually making music. So I thought it was a good to think that people thought that I was doing this thing overnight. Right. So I thought right. So I'm thinking people are always this nigga he just trying to be an overnight rapper. No, I've been doing this. I've been writing, been all that. But we're gonna get into that. Mm-hmm. So what happened was when I came into the Overnight, when I did the shirt, I was literally just trying to promote the EP the best way I could. I ain't had no money at the time. So I made shirts. It says Overnight. So then I started when I was promoting the project, and I seen that every time I would wear something that said Overnight on it, because it was a different design at the time. I had a different design. I ain't gonna tell y'all who I copied, but I had a different design at the time. So I would wear that, and people would be like, "Oh, yo, where you get that shirt from? What's that?" I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm just promoting. Let me get one of them." I wasn't even selling them.
Right.
It was just I was trying to be my own promotion. So that was 4 years ago. Yeah, that was 4 years ago. So what happened was I kept wearing these shirts for the whole 4 years, even after the EP came out. And then I said, somebody told me to take it serious. They was like, "Yo, you need to take this serious. Like, I feel like people keep asking you about these shirts. You need to put them on to where they can get them." Mm-hmm. So I'm like, "All right, cool. What I'll do is I'll make them, and then I'll put them. I'll find a perfect time to put them out to do it." So Overnight came from that. Now, greatness takes time. I think that's what what you just asked me. The reason why that slogan is what it is because it's the truth. Greatness does take time. A lot of us like a microwave. We like a microwave turn. We like a microwave success. Everybody likes somebody that be like, "Oh yeah, I ain't been rapping. I never rapped before in my life." And then they all of a sudden they come out with a top 10 hit and whatever like that. What I realized with me was I couldn't be that. I've never been that. I've never been somebody that can really do something overnight. I've always been somebody that was able to build on a legacy the way I wanted to build on it.
Right.
So I never really looked at myself as, I don't think I looked at myself as an important figure. I used to minimize myself to be like everybody, not be like everybody, but be with everybody.
Okay.
But what I realized was when I did that, I was taken away from my own greatness. So what I did was I started looking into myself. I broke myself down. I started realizing the problems I had, the things that I was needed to, sharpen up on. And I realized that I was great in my own right. Mm-hmm. So greatness takes time is literally just a testament to that. It's literally just me saying that you can't get what you want overnight. It's literally, it takes time. So it's like I don't know if they call it an oxymoron. Yeah. I don't read that much, but yeah. So that's what this is about. It's literally it's an oxymoron, I guess you could call it. It's like it's overnight, but greatness does take time, and that's why I came up with the whole slogan. Yeah,
I like that.
And the shirt's gonna be on sale November 16th. They will be on sale. I'm putting out a date.
Put that in your calendar.
November 16th. They will be on sale. Yes.
All right. So we're gonna get into some interviews.
Oh, this is an interview questions.
Interview time.
Okay. All right.
So we're gonna get with the first one. So how did you even get started with music? Like, what influenced you?
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so when I was 6 years old, I got a lot of stories I could tell, but I'm gonna just say this, just shorten it up. My mom had Jay-Z's second album, I'm lying. I'm sorry. It's Jay-Z's third official album, okay, which was called Hard Knock Life Volume 2. My mom had that, and that's the first album I was able to remember the songs, not word by word, but just literally could tell you what song was coming next after the other song.
Mm-hmm.
So the track list,
right.
So she had that, and then she had, my mom was a big
at 6. Damn,
at 6. No, at 6. Yeah, it was crazy. So my mom used to. I'm sorry, but my mom used to go. There was a catalog called BMG, right? So BMG was where you can get your you get albums. They would literally send you a magazine with every album damn near
right
out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they would tell you like, if you get this album, it's 99 cents per album.
Okay.
Like, it was like, now that I know the business, I know why that album was 99 cents. Those are the remnants that they were selling.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the remnants they were selling. So whatever it was, my mom used to get the magazine, and she would literally, what album you want? She would ask me, what album did you want? So I picked.
You probably should be hyped too.
I used to pick all that. Man, listen, I loved the covers of an album. So that's where it started. My mom used to go to BMG. She used to order off the catalog, and that shit would come in the mail. And she never paid the bill. They can't catch her now. But she never paid the bill. However, those albums were those were my cartoons. That was my Bible. Yeah. Albums were my Bible. Artists were my prophets at that time. You know what I'm saying? I really believed everything they said.
Right.
And so that's how I started. And then my cousin, he was the one that was rapping first. And I'm gonna tell you all this crazy story. So that was 6. By the time I was 12 going on 13, G Unit was out. And my cousin was you saying about you gotta say you know they stuck it, right? So my cousin, I ain't gonna say his name, but he know who he is because he is the only cousin I really call my cousin, right? So he was the one that he was big on 50 Cent. He had everything. He had he had every album they made.
Right.
He could tell you what song he made, all that stuff like that, right? So when G Unit came out, he my cousin was started rapping around that time. One day we went to go visit my grandma. She lived in Cape May. Mm-hmm. We went to go to Cape May to go visit my grandma, and my mom said I was sick. I was sick this day, so I'm like, "Oh, you sick? Go." This, I'm not, Mom, forgive me, but I was sick. She sent me to the store with my cousin and my little brother and said, "Yeah, go get you some medicine." It was cold outside. It was cold. I was already sick, right?
Use some medicine.
Man,
wait, what?
Yeah, exactly, right? So I walked to the store to go get my own medicine, because I was sick. And in the process,
you know how black moms be,
Man, listen, she got us up, she got me. But I wasn't bad though. I wasn't like bedridden. Mm-hmm. I was literally just, sick. I was just sick. So she said, go get some Robitussin. And everybody, come on now, Robitussin, right? So she like, go get that Robitussin, whatever like that. So we walked. As we were walking, my cousin starts rapping. And I remember him telling me like, yo, you try it. And I'm like, I ain't trying to I was nervous, but I love rap, but I didn't know how to catch it. I think I tried to rap one time, but I never really took it seriously. He was like, "Oh, you try something." I tried it. He was like, "Oh, it was good," and he gassed me. And then, next thing you know, we started recording on karaoke machines. That's the first time I ever recorded anything. Was a karaoke machine, yes, sir.
But how did y'all record on the karaoke? Y'all just was.
So what happens was
y'all plugged it up. Actually.
No, so what happened was the karaoke machines you can only do tape.
Okay.
So the karaoke machine you can only do tape. So what we did was we had the CD with just the instrumental, and then we had to record the tape.
Okay.
And then we had the microphone. And that's how, so the beat will play, and you had to do your thing right. Like, you had to do it right, because if you messed up, it wasn't making, like, you couldn't go back and say, oh, let me redo it. It was no takes.
So y'all used to just probably practice before.
We would practice.
And then y'all be like, all right,
yeah, man. That's how it happened. So now, now when I go to write, sometimes, I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but there's sometimes I can go to sleep and wake up and I have the whole verse in my head and literally I write it down so I don't forget it throughout the day. But I already thought about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why, because we just practice literally just remembering it. And so that's where it happened. And then next thing you know, me and him started the group. He started the group and I was in it. But then everybody, he had other people in it, but I was never an official member. I was always an honorable mention in the group. So that's when I was like 15, 16. And by the time I turned 17, 18, they was really doing some things in Cape May and whatever like that. They was doing anything, whatever. And I would literally just come through and deliver my verses and then go back home to Bristol. And when I went to college, that's when he really started picking up, because he had came home and, he had money to fund it.
Okay.
So he was doing, shows here, shows there. He recording every day and whatever like that. And then back then, I used to have to fight to get on certain tracks. Because if you wasn't writing, if you wasn't on, like, if you wasn't really ready to get on, it was like, all right, who ready? And if you had something all right, cool, because he ain't ready, so we gonna put you on.
Okay.
So so a lot of songs I wasn't on because they was already finished, or I just was too late to the party. And then after that, man, that group disbanded, and then me and him did our own little thing and added some more people, and that didn't work out. And then I just went solo after that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, I guess, speaking of solo, where did you? All right. So after you left with your cousins, and the group, how did you record where did you record your first song for like your own solo project? What was your first song?
Yeah, I went to school for recording engineering.
Right.
So. The only reason why I really went to college, and I know a lot of people might know what I'm talking about, it was because my mom looked at me and was like, "You're not gonna stay here."
Yo, that's crazy, because like I told you on my first video, like I went to school. I just did a couple of prereqs. I feel like we all went to college right after, but we didn't know what direction
we was going. Yeah,
we kind of knew. Like, he knew he loved music.
Yeah,
I didn't know I loved medical side and helping people. But now I'm trying to tap in other stuff. But like, it was just that, like, around that time we was like, our parents kind of was like, so what you doing? Like, are you? And we was working too at the time, and that's crazy. Yeah, we all was working, but it still was just that.
Yeah, because when she said I wasn't staying here, she wasn't saying I couldn't stay in her house.
Right.
She was just saying, like, if you stay here, you ain't going to do nothing. You're going to just be out here trying to be like everybody else. So she was like, I need you to get out of here. And, I had a lot of trouble when I went to college. I had a lot of trouble. I ain't say trouble like it was just financial. That turned into emotional distress.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So when that happened, it was crazy. But yeah, So I went to school for recording engineering. So when I came back home, everybody just was like, oh, not everybody. My cousin was like, oh, well, you can start doing the recordings now because you know better. Like, you know what to do. Yeah.
You know.
So then,
book smart with it.
Yeah. So I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was recording other people from the city that we from, and yeah. So I was recording them and whatever. It started like that, and then so when I came home from college. that's where it started. It was like me recording my cousin and me, because the group that he had was disbanded. So it was just me and him, and we made our own group called New Era, and that's how I started. That's why I started to do it. Like I was recording, mixing, and mastering all the tracks. Yeah, and we did it at my house. Soon as when I came home from college when I was 20. I came home in January, and then when I turned 21, that's when I got my first apartment when I was 21. Mm-hmm. Right? No, I'm lying. I got my first car when I was 21. When I was 22, I got my first apartment.
Okay.
So at this time, from 20 to 22, I was literally sleeping on everybody's couches, doing my thing like that. So I was still recording, but I wasn't putting it out because I was still scared about, how good it was. So that's where it started. And then that's when me and my cousin had our own little group. We did some things, and then we later decided to part ways with the group aspect, and then I started doing things solo. But every time I ever recorded, every song you ever heard was literally recorded in somebody's house or at my house.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember you telling me that. Like, you always recorded, even in, I think, your place now, right? Like,
no, it's the same place.
The same place. You never.
This is my first
apartment.
Yeah,
the same everything.
Yeah,
that's what I said. I don't remember you living nowhere else before.
Yeah, the place that I lived at.
Besides, with your mom.
Yeah. The place I'm living at now is the place that I've been living at since I got my first apartment. This is my first apartment.
You recorded all your music.
All my music's been recorded there. Everything I ever did was there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because I have a big closet. I was gonna say walk-in, but I'm not gonna say that. But you can walk in that thing.
Those are the perfect places to record, though.
No, for sure. I have a closet that's big enough for me I was able to soundproof my whole closet. Put a table in there, put a microphone in there, put the laptop on there, the interface. I got speakers, monitors.
Okay.
I did that, and as soon as I was able to set all that up, it was over. I was able to record. And my biggest thing was I have a lot of recordings that never came out.
That's crazy. I feel like a lot of artists have that.
Yeah.
But like, I always want to know like why, but I kind of know why. Because even with this, like when I dropped this first podcast, I listened to it one time and I didn't listen to it again.
Do you hate to hear your voice?
Yeah, I was like, I don't really.
I know when
I'm gonna keep critiquing myself.
When we play this back, I'ma hate my voice. I know this. I hate my voice all the time. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, that's that. So I already know, like, damn, where was I going with that?
Oh shit, I fucked you up, didn't I?
Nah, you good. I don't know where I was going with that. But oh yeah, so when I was like after I dropped my stuff, I just didn't even like think to listen to it again. Yeah. I listened to it the first time, like make sure like the sound was good and this was good, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna keep, you know how many episodes I recorded on here
before you put the first one out? Oh.
Yeah, it was over 10. It was like, and it all was over like 10 minutes long. I was like, how do people do this? I was like, cause it's just one thing and I'll go blink, but I just know like everything won't be perfect, so you just gotta keep rolling.
Yeah.
And that brings me to the next question.
Okay.
So on your first album, I'm just kind of going off the cuff now because these are I don't even got these right now. Yeah. So your first
EP. I had an EP. I never had an album.
Alright, yeah. So your first EP, which is my favorite one.
You like Overnight?
Overnight? Overnight. So I got it on. That's why I got it on. That was my favorite one. And the one song on there that you didn't like, Breathe, like, you said that was your least favorite. That was like one of the
what's crazy?
I liked a lot because it was like first of all, it's a house party and you ain't invited. It was like, I don't know, but.
Alright, so listen. So you talking about Overnight, which is on your DSPs right now: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, Tidal. Look it up. Nighttime. KNIGHTIME. Overnight. OVER. KNIGHT. Okay. So it's Overnight. That's my first EP. You said my least favorite. That was my.
You told me that.
Okay, so I did.
We talked about it.
I'm gonna tell you why.
We kind of broke down the album together.
I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Breathe was my least favorite because I played it for somebody that I trusted to critique it the right way. And when I played it, 9 times out of 10, when I'm playing music, if I play it for my friends that are males, I'm literally telling these niggas this coming out. Like I don't care about what y'all think, it's coming out. When I play it for a female, this is me trying to figure out if she's gonna like it. So I don't even tell, like, that's a secret of mine. Okay. I don't even tell, like, so if I play it for a dude, I don't care what they say. I'm gonna put it out. But if I play it for a girl, it's like, no, tell me what I need to fix.
Difference.
Yeah. So I played it for this one individual. I'm not gonna say her name because she's never gonna forgive herself. So I played Breathe, and I'll never forget. I was coming from Seaside Heights. And for people that's not from Jersey, that's Jersey Shore. That's where Jersey Shore was shot at. Mm-hmm. So I'm coming from Seaside Heights. I'm not gonna tell you what I was doing out there, but I was doing something that I probably shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Right. So I got this girl in the car with me. We driving, and she's obviously not, herself. She had one too many, right? Mm-hmm. So I played the song, and the first thing she says, "What the fuck is this? What are you talking about? This is ass." And when she said that, she broke my.
Was she drinking?
She was drinking, but
maybe she didn't really listen to it because the first time I heard that song, I don't know, it was
no, but that's why it was my least favorite. Because when she said it broke my spirit. So I'm like, damn, this ain't it. But I'm like, no.
You said from your childhood.
Yeah, exactly. She tapped into that, bro. I'm gonna tell you, what happened was I never played nobody this song. I played it for one person, and he was an artist that I thought I was gonna work with. But he never called back. But they never called back. So I'm like, there we go. And because I wrote it and I was gonna give it to him. Okay. I was going to give it to him and then let him do his thing on it and then let him adjust it. He didn't want to do that. So I'm like, all right, boom. So I kept it. Breathe was a reference track. It wasn't even a real song. It was a reference track for me to give it to somebody else.
Okay.
So the nigga turned it down in a respectful way. I'm not going to shit on him. He turned it down in a respectful way. And that's why it was my least favorite because he didn't want it. She didn't like it.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, this ain't good. So then what happened to me, I'm like, man, fuck, I'm going to just put it on the project. And I put it, the reason why it's number 3 is because it was 7 tracks on the what's the name, on the EP.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, if they could get past the first 2, by the time they get to the 3rd one, they can skip it. Get to the 4th and the 5th, and 6th and 7th.
It's crazy because I did not skip it though.
Exactly.
That's one of my favorites. I don't know, but everybody have their own.
Yeah.
I guess what perspectives.
Yeah.
Like that's just 2 people though.
No, that was 2 people. But in my head, 2 people was enough to let me know that it was.
So like,
but now, I wish 2 people would tell me my shit ain't good.
Exactly. But for me, that was his. For me, I love that project. Like,
I
like you said, he has 2 EPs.
Yes, 2 EPs. The first one was called Overnight. It was literally just one that I put out overnight so I can introduce myself.
Right.
Leftover Pain is the one where I expressed myself. Mm-hmm. And now the next, every album, every EP or every project after this is me being myself.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Come on, nigga. All right, nothing for nothing. Come on now.
That's it. Yeah. That's what I like though. Like, I feel like you're like, this is coming from the heart. Like you're a real artist because you put out stuff it's real. Yeah. It's not like just anything just to put out there. Like rah. Like I feel like a lot of people, people that I listen to that like people that put stuff out there like it don't be. I don't know. I guess to say genuine. In a sense,
I think I want people to look at my music how everybody that knows me look at me.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's what I see.
Like I feel like I don't want nobody to have to question whether I'm telling the truth or not. Right. When I give somebody my word, I try to stand by that. So my music is just a reflection of me. I don't reflect my music. My music is a reflection of me. Exactly. So you got some people that will write a song and become the song. Exactly. I'm not the. I am the song. I am what the song is talking about. That's me. So that's what I'm saying. So I want people to get to know who I am as a person, because everything I ever said in records, I'm standing on all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing on everything.
Exactly. That's how it should be. Yeah. So my next question is, what was the hardest song like for you to write, or like, like emotional? That's a great question. The hardest song. Okay, I got two.
Oh, okay. I got two. I have a song called Imperfections, which is on Leftover Pain, the EP. That's the first song on the EP. That's the hardest song. I know you didn't listen to Leftover Pain. I love you. It's cool. Listen to Leftover Pain.
I gotta listen again. I don't know what it was, but when I first listened to Overnight, remember I told you I hit you up a couple times about
it. Yeah. Remember, and you were supporting me.
I was supporting you a lot. Crazy, I was like, yo. And still to this day, like, whatever play, I'm gonna play it. Yeah. I gotta listen to it again. I don't know, probably in the moment when you dropped it, I just didn't like. But you know what? After this segment,
listen to it. Listen.
My honest feedback, like I always do.
I want you to be honest. Mm-hmm. So, Leftover Pain expresses. It's like literally it answers every question that it answers a lot of questions for me and for people that really didn't know why I was doing what I was doing. Good or bad, indifferent or similar. I feel like that one right there. So Leftover Pain was definitely the hardest thing I had to write. But Imperfections, the first song on the EP, Leftover Pain, that I'm talking about, was my hardest one because I had to confess. Oh. I confessed on a lot of.
That's always hard.
On a lot of situations. A lot of people like, well, no, I'm telling you, when you know you did something wrong, it doesn't matter what everybody else done seen.
Right.
Like, I'm not the type of person that say, okay, they ain't see me, all right, cool, it didn't happen. No, they didn't see me. I know what happened. I got to make it right with myself. Like I told you, me quitting football, you didn't know that. I knew that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I didn't go around saying, I'm cool, I'm sorry. No, I knew I was a coward. So I tried to change that, and I've been a man ever since then.
Exactly.
Ever since that. Yeah. So Imperfections was definitely the hardest song that I had to write. Yeah, it was the hardest one because I had to confess about something, and I was so worried.
Well, yeah, because you said, like, you can say things like, I ain't listened to it, so.
Yeah.
So it's probably something I know, so I do gotta go back.
Yeah. So I was so worried about the people that can identify with the story I told in that song.
Right.
I was so worried that they wasn't going to understand or accept it the way I wanted, because I didn't mean no malice. I just wanted to tell it the way that I seen it. Mm-hmm. So that right there was the hardest song I had to write, and then Loyalty. It never came out. Loyalty never came out.
Oh, why not?
Loyalty didn't come out because I feel like Loyalty didn't come out because the time I made it and the mind frame that I was in, I wasn't willing to accept criticism from the song that I made.
Okay.
So I didn't get I wasn't comfortable when I made that song. So if anybody would have told me they didn't like that song, it would have crushed me because that song meant a lot to me. So that was the hardest song for me to write because I felt like I said a lot of things in there that I meant, and I said I talked a lot about relationships that I cared for at that time, and that was the hardest song because I felt like that was the first time I exposed my feelings on the record, but that was before Imperfections. Imperfections was like times 10.
At the times
10, I said some things on there. Like I said, Leftover Pain in stores. I ain't gonna say in stores. No, it's on every DSP that you got. Spotify, YouTube Music, Tidal.
Yep.
Yeah, Apple Music.
Download it right now.
Yeah, download that. Yeah, Nighttime, KNIGHTIME.
I'm gonna put his links and all that in here.
Yeah, please put my links in there.
I got you, bro. So favorite rapper? I mean, you did mention, you mentioned Jay-Z earlier.
Yes.
And like you memorized his whole like list.
Volume 2 only volume 2.
Only volume 2.
Yeah. At that time, yeah.
But like, so is that like your only favorite artist, or is there any other artists that inspire you?
There is an artist. I don't tell nobody this, but anybody that knows me knows who the artist is. There is one artist that raised me. I feel like this artist is like, I look at this guy like He was my dad because my dad didn't raise me. I knew my dad. I don't want people to think that I didn't know him. He just wasn't there for the important moments and the
just like mine too.
Yeah.
I feel like all three of us connected on that too.
Yeah.
So that was big.
Yeah.
We just had our moms.
We just had I just had my mom and whatever. So this guy right here, I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want nobody because they go back and like, oh, that's who he reminds me of because I took a lot from him. So there's one guy that I look up to, but right now my favorites are like not my favorites, but the people I listen to: J. Cole, Kevin Gates, Nipsey Hussle. A lot of people be talking about Nipsey because he died, but I was on Nipsey since Hustle in the House. A lot of people don't know that. Okay, I think that was like 07, 08. I might be wrong. It was 07, 08.
I'm not a huge rap fan, but
right. No, a lot of people like, Nipsey was the no. I recognize his talent from 07, 08. I believe it might have been 06. Don't get me wrong. I've been drinking, so don't believe me. But I know for a fact, Hustle in the House was the first introduction that I've seen of Nipsey. But around the same time, J-Rock had a song called "Lift Me Up" that Dr. Dre produced because J-Rock was signed. TDE wasn't even TDE. If anybody don't know who J-Rock is the first artist, if I'm not mistaken, on TDE. Before it became Top Dog Entertainment, as we know it, where Kendrick Lamar comes from, Schoolboy Q, Absol, SZA, all them. J-Rock was the first one. And he went over there to Aftermath and he did a song called Lift Me Up. So I was playing Lift Me Up by J-Rock and I was playing Hustle in the House by Nipsey Hussle at the same time. I'm big on West Coast. So
you always been.
Yeah, I love West Coast. I feel like they're the only ones that really have their own sound.
They really do, actually.
Before the South became the big conglomerate that they are, I feel like the West Coast really catered. And you can make, from what I know, from what I've seen, it's only two places you could make a killing independent, like a real killing. I'm not saying that nobody can make a killing anywhere, but from what I've seen, I know that there's artists on the West Coast that we don't even know about that's able to tour the whole West Coast and make money. Like, literally, we don't even really know about these people on the East, that they can go on the West Coast and make so much money. Wow. That's another story. So, yeah, so it's Nipsey Hussle, Kevin Gates, J. Cole, and anybody else, like Big Sean. So many other people I can mention, but yeah, those are my three. Those are the three guys I would like to see in concert, but there's a lot of other people that I didn't mention that I would like to see.
Okay. Yeah. What about collabs? Like, who would you love to collab with? And that can be just people in, celebrities, big celebrities, or people coming up. Yeah. Artists coming up.
All right, so I got four
singers.
The four local artists that I like, and I have to say their names. So I'm sorry if it's unpopular for me to do this.
Nah, go ahead.
My first is Preem.
Okay.
Yeah, Preem.
He was on your first album.
He was on my first EP. He was on Damage. If anybody never heard of Preem, if you listen to Damage, you'll know for sure. That's my guy. So Preem is that's my number one. He don't know that, but I hope he does know this, but he is my number one guy. I love what he does.
You watching the Preem?
Yeah, please. Nico Escobar, that's my cousin. That's the one that taught me how to rap.
Shout out Nico.
I'm just talking. This is all just local people that I know. So if y'all don't know these people, I pray that y'all do your homework. But like I said, Preem, Nico Escobar, and there's somebody that y'all ain't gonna be able to find his music, but he was able to rap. He was rapping with us. It's Hoods. He's a close.
I remember you telling me about him.
Yeah, close friend of mine. We did records together under the name New Era. Like I said, that's New Era. That's only on SoundCloud though. So it's NEW space ERRA. Right? Okay. That's that right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, him and Nico they the reason why I even became competitive with songwriting. We had a song called Grinding, and these niggas they killed me. Nico had the lyrics. Nico had the lyrics. Nico had the captions. He had shit that you could post a picture and somebody could put a caption right under it. Like, and it's like, yo, and like caption him. He had quotes. I mean, that's what it is. He had quotes. Hoods had lyrics, bar for bar. I couldn't fuck with him. So we had this song called Grinder. The song's 5 minutes long. These niggas had a verse apiece. They both killed their verses. And then they went back to back on the bridge. And if anybody know what the bridge is usually like the climax of a song. So if you ever watch a movie and you see some shit twist and turn, that's called the climax. So then you I wonder what's about to happen at the end. I was the nigga at the end. I had to finish that song off.
Oh, it was you.
It was me. So all I had was energy and a story to tell. But those two niggas, they was vicious, man. And I feel like they still are vicious. They still some of the people I look up to. And then other than that, I'm gonna say one more person, and that's it for the locals. Wooch. Wooch. A lot of people that's from our city, we know him as Woody, but he's one of the people I look at and I like this. And I really respect and support everything he does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause I just know I knew him before I knew he rapped. And I respected him as a person, as a man, as a father. And I got a lot of love for him. So if you don't know this now, you know it's all love. But yeah, those 4 people is local. And then if I had to go mainstream, or not mainstream, but like somebody, Kamaya from Oakland. I believe she's from I ain't gonna say from Oakland. She's from the Bay. Okay. It's a girl named Kamaya. I feel like she has some of the best melodies that you ever gonna hear. And then a girl named I would like to do something with Snow Allegra. Snow Allegra.
That sounds familiar.
She has a song called I Want You Around. I want you. Yeah. I want to do a song with Ronald Isley.
Oh wow, we're taking back.
I pray that he stays alive long enough for me to
I'm about to take it back.
Yeah, Ronald Isley. I feel like Ronald Isley's voice and hip hop is a match made in heaven. Anybody that did a song by Ronald Isley that was hip hop, or you even sampled Ozzy Brothers track, is beautiful. And then I would say Cardi B.
Oh, Cardi B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cardi B. And I would like to trade verses with J. Cole.
All right, I can see that. Actually.
Yeah, I would like to trade versus J. Cole. And my dream.
My Cardi too.
Can I tell you my dream? What's that? My dream collaboration. Dream collaboration is this: Rick Ross.
Oh.
J. Cole. Anthony Hamilton on the hook.
Oh wow. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Me. Yeah.
That's it. All right. I know. I like that. That's
why is that? Because we were all born on January 28th.
Oh. Really?
Yes, we were.
But wait, that would be like a dope collab.
And guess what I'm gonna name?
That would be a dope collab.
Guess what I'm gonna name? January 28th. That's the only day we got a comment. I ain't got as much money as Rick Ross. I ain't got enough hair. And I can't sing like Anthony, but I'm going to tell you like this. We all was born on the same day. And Rakim too. If nobody knows that, Rakim was also born on January 28th. Yes, Mr. Rakim was. So yeah, I'm in good company, baby.
No, that's a good collab.
Yeah.
That's a good collab. I was thinking, I was like, oh, I didn't even think that.
Yeah,
I was just thinking that you thought, you know.
No, you know what's crazy?
You know J. Cole really had the same birthday?
Me, J. Cole, Rick Ross, Anthony Hamilton, and Rakim all have the same birthday. But I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing. I actually liked them before I realized we all had the same birthday.
That's crazy.
I was listening to Anthony Hamilton's first album coming from where I'm from. 7th grade year, I was walking to school with it, and then I told you I was on J. Cole since 2009. Mm-hmm. People that was in my mom's two-door. My mom had a 2-door Chevy Cavalier Silver. I used to ride around. It was a couple people that used to ride with me. I used to play J. Cole's second mixtape, which was called The Warm Up. The first one was the Come Up. I would play The Warm Up, and everybody would say, "Who the hell is this nigga? Turn this bullshit off," or whatever like this, because everybody wanted to listen to Lil Wayne and all that shit like that. And I'm like, no, this nigga about to be the next one. He about to be the next one. And everybody like, nah, just turn this shit off. And I never turned it off because it was in my car and they never gave me no gas money. So I kept the things on. However, I was on J. Cole. So I was on J. Cole back in 2009. I started messing with Rick Ross like 5 years ago. But I ain't never knew his birthday.
Wow. And then
Anthony Hamilton, I knew him. I was on him since 7th grade.
Yeah.
And
wow.
And somebody talk about zodiac signs, all that. I don't believe in it until it matches up to my liking. And although I'm in good company.
You are.
Look how far my arms reach. I'm a good company.
Ain't that tall. But we're gonna leave. We're gonna end this with.
This we ended. We
about to end it.
All right. So listen.
Before
we end it, I want to say, listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all showing my brother his some love for his podcast. I feel like I'm very grateful that he even had me as a guest. I've been hitting this microphone all night, but I'm very grateful that he has me as a guest. I really do hope that this goes somewhere.
Thank you, brother.
Because I feel like me knowing you, you're a great person. And I feel like if you're going to do anything, do it with love. As long as you do things with love and you have some type of integrity and moral behind it.
The first thing.
Yeah, that's the first thing. Do it with love. If you don't love what you're doing, then you ain't doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? How you going to love something that, how you gonna do something without love? Like that lets me know right there that you're not willing to do anything. Because what would you do for love? Ask that question. Ask yourself that question. I'm preaching now.
He preaching. All right.
What would you do for love? You love your mom, right?
I do.
You gonna let somebody slap your mom?
Hell no.
What you gonna do? You gonna protect her with all your might, right?
Exactly.
So protect this podcast like you will protect your mother.
That's it. I like that, y'all.
Come on now. Hey, listen. Hey, bring me back because I got some other stuff I want to talk about too. About back in the day, we ain't gonna talk about all that. But yeah, I'm done talking. I'm done talking. All right.
So thank you for listening.
Yes.
Watching. You know, hit my boy up.
November 16th. KNIGHT 92 is my Instagram. He just broke something.
Damn. Okay.
KNIGHT IME 92. That is my Instagram. And also my TikTok. I'm not posting nothing on TikTok. Just follow my Instagram because I don't be on social media like that. But yes, Leftover Pain is on all DSPs.
Yes.
Overnight it's on all DSPs, and Summer Nights, which we've been drinking all night.
All night.
Summer Nights right here, right?
Yeah.
So yes, this is all on DSPs. And y'all, check me out. And go ahead, you sign it up.
So good night. Until next time.
Peace.